So today we stand at around 90,800 Nifty. We've come a long way from the lows of COVID. So these 3 years have been an exceptional ride for investors. So we've seen Nifty at around 19% CAGR. So is this the right number for investors to take for planning their future goals, Balaji?
Thanks for raising this question. It's a very important and a relevant question in this kind of a juncture. So the 17, 18, 20% return numbers, what we are seeing, if you dive deep into this data, so we had a COVID kind of an event during March 2020. So during this time, the broader index was down by 35% and your BSE small cap was down by 57%. So starting from a lower base, obviously, your returns look much brighter, much larger. So this can't be taken into consideration when you set your goal. Okay. This might be completely different. Say for example, if market falls, so obviously your numbers, returns goes down and it will throw a different picture altogether. So it is better to go with a conservative number when you're deciding your goal. So again, I strongly believe that just go by data because it gives you a lot of references, right? If you take Nifty, the top 50 companies in India for past 30 years, if you take a data, you could have invested at any point in time, say 2007-8 kind of a scenario where you had a financial crisis, or 2003-4 where the boom started. So 2007-8, if you could have invested, your returns could have been somewhere around 9 to 10% kind of a number. And if someone could have invested in 2003-4, his 10-year returns could be somewhere around 12-13%. So broadly, the gap between the bear and the bull market is 300-400 basis points. So somewhere I feel on a longer term perspective, our Nifty returns have been somewhere around 10 to 12%. So to have a 10 to 12% expectation is a great number to start with.
Thank you, Balaji. That was perfect. So another question that keeps coming up is that today we sit at around market highs. So is this a place where investors should pause their investments? Should they wait for a correction? What is an action that they'll have to do around this time?
Okay. So, again, thanks for raising this question. Many a times we get confused. Should we stop our investments based on the valuation, or should we start our investment based on the valuation? So, we shouldn't look this in a single dimension. So, I strongly believe that your focus has to be more tilted towards what is your goal and what is your contribution rather than doing the reverse. So, in this kind of a scenario where there is an anomaly, markets are very expensive and we have been hearing a lot of negative news around us and markets have been slightly priced high. What should we do? So, the better thing is to just sit with your advisor and understand is our plan is aligned towards whatever we have designed to, and is the portfolio's risk slightly higher than what we have to. So should we do a portfolio rebalancing at this point in time, or what should we do? This is a healthy conversation with your advisor will give you a lot of comfort during this kind of a journey. So there is no pause, there is no accelerate or throttle kind of a strategies which can do great. So my suggestion is just stick towards your goal. So control the controllables. So what is your controllable? So what is the contribution you should do towards your goal is even more important than focusing on market valuations are high. Should I stop or should I have to invest more? That is binary is what I feel, Mr. Venom.
Okay, thank you very much, Balaji. So I asked two questions that investors usually raise. Now I have a question for myself. So you've interacted with a lot of clients over your years of experience. So what is one common mistake that you've noted around DIY investors?
So even I was a DIY investor is what I would say when I started my career. So during this bull phase, one common thing which we come across as a layman investor is lot of buy side ideas, recommendations, reports. Might be you would have heard in the news, your friend could have come and recommended that this company looks extremely good, it can be a 2-bagger, it can be a 3-bagger. So as a layman investor, we get a bit greedy and try to buy all the ideas. So eventually we try to have a zoo of investments or a long tail. So in investment, we have to take into consideration what is the attribution a particular idea which is going to imply on your wealth creation. Just to give a narrative. So your net worth is 1 crore, okay, and one of your friend has come and told that, dude, this investment is going to become a 5-bagger, so you can invest in this. So what you do, you go and invest a 50,000 into that company. So it becomes a 5-bagger eventually. So you make 2.5 lakhs out of 50,000. But if you see at the larger picture, this 2.5 lakhs attribution is much smaller on your 1 crore net worth, which is only 2.5% impact on your portfolio. So I strongly believe we have a lot of journals or a lot of videos running around buying side, but we don't have eventual journals around how much should I size, or importance of sizing, or importance of exit. These are certain areas which are very less in the public domain is what I would say. So as an investor, it is very critical to have a process. If I'm going to buy an idea, how much this is going to have an influence in your portfolio, okay, and I should not have a long tail. So have your portfolio a bit concentrated, so that will try to help you on having a long tail. This is one common mistake which I have been seeing in all the bull runs,
Thank you very much, Balaji.
Thank you, Vinu.
That was an insightful session. I'm sure it has given the viewers also a good sense of what action they'll have to be taking in their portfolio. Want an expert's view on your portfolio? Do you need help realigning your portfolio? Drop us a message on WhatsApp to get started.